All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you are a fan of solar power stations, solar power in general, just being powered on the go, I have kind of a treat for you. This is the AC180 portable power station by Bluetti. With Black Friday and the holidays right around the corner, they're offering this at an amazing price right now. So that was why I agreed to do it. They've got newer versions now, but for the money, you can't beat it. So let's walk through this and we'll talk about everything that's in here. So right out the gate, we've got our instructions, our little certificate that it passed QC. This is our cables and such. It comes extremely well packaged. I mean, it's got all that foam around it, plus it's that thick, on the bottom and on the top. Let that learn to fly. All right, let's see if we can get this guy out of here. Come here, you. And it did come double boxed. I just don't mess with those boxes much anymore because it's a lot of work trying to hide the shipping information and all that sort of stuff. So there she blows. So as you can see, it's a sleek and durable design here. I like that it's flat on top. Handles are tucked away nicely. It is about probably 38 pounds or so, right in that neighborhood in the weight, if I'm guessing. It's a pure sine wave inverter, the 1800 watts with 1152 watt hours, so just a little bit heavier than a standard 1000. It's got 11 outlets, which is more than enough to power everything that you would want or need. It also has a 2700 watt surge if you use the app, and it's only for real quick, but it's there if you need it. Over here on the side is where we have our AC input here. This is just a circuit breaker, and this would be for an earth or a ground. So in the front here, we have a standard DC output, again with the 12 volt refrigerators, things like that. This is our input, DC input for solar panels and for car charging. We have a USB-C 100. We've got two USB-A 3 amps and two also USB-A 3 amps. So there's four USB-A 3 amps. And then we have four 120 volt AC with the 1800 watt surge. And on the very top here, we have a 15 watt wireless charging. Just rest your phone on there or whatever you want to charge wirelessly. Push the DC button and you're good to go. So in the box, this is our standard AC wall unit. This is our solar input for solar panels. That's the one that goes in right here, just like that. And our 12 volt cigarette lighter style plug that goes in just like that as well. Then up there, all right, so the standard charging for this, it charges in at 1000 watts, and it also has a turbo mode, I'm going to assume through the app, that takes it up to 1440 watts. So pretty quick. So you can have this thing charged up from zero, in just under a couple hours. So pretty sweet. The DC charging here is 100 watts, and it'll take, roughly 12 hours or so to charge the unit up from, zero-ish. It has a built-in MPPT controller with BMS, which is battery management system. It can accept a maximum of 500 watts at 60 volts and 10 amps of solar. Ideally, you could probably charge this thing up in 3 to 5 hours-ish. Solar panels aren't really all that efficient, so 500 watts of solar might net 100 or 400, probably lose 100, I would think, in the overall scheme of it, but that's still not bad. The power of the Bluetti comes from LiFePO batteries, LiFePO 4, which are lithium ion phosphate. This one says it gives you about 3,500 cycles before it drops to 80% of its original charging capacity. So it's ideal for long-term use, long-term storage. Whether you're using it in a camping trip or for battery backups during power outages or whatnot, or just mobile charging, you have everything you need here, I think, to get all that done. Let's get this guy turned on. We'll see what the state of charge is that they shipped it with. I just press and hold. There we go. 53% seems to be about standard. The Bluettis always have a very nice screen here, very nice readout, and they're just known for their quality. They really are a good name, a great name actually, in the portable power station market. So we'll turn on the DC right here just because, and if you can see that, the phone just kicked on and is in charging. So we're charging. We've got our 6 watts, 7 watts being pulled out onto the phone, 8 now, climbing. So that guy will be charging there. And then what we should do is let's get an extension cord together and some other little tools, and let's play with the power output on this guy. Let's get you some quick measurements real quick. What do we got? We've got 13.5 inches wide, roughly, so let's just say almost 10 inches deep, and let's just say 13 inches tall. So pretty compact design. It'll fit in most little nooks and crannies where you kind of want to stuff it. All right, let's go into our Bluetti app. See how easy this is. We'll allow it. We'll hit next here, next. Go in offline mode right now. We're going to allow it to find some devices. Got it, accept available devices right here. So we'll select that one. There we are. Showing our wattage was going out for the charger here. Shows us at our 53% right there. And so that was super easy. You can't get easier than that. So let's get some stuff and plug it into this. All right, let's get our cord out here. Get this powered into the 110. Put that guy in there. We'll take it over here. Got an extension cord right here. Plug it in. We'll see what it does. So we're ramping up. We're at 540. It should go up to the 1,000, but maybe not quite because we still have 53%. What I'm learning more and more with these is that just like with a Tesla car, believe it or not, as they start getting more power, the amount that they'll accept starts dropping. And so by the time you get up around 80-90%, it's only getting just a couple hundred watts, if that. So I think what I'll do is I'll do what I normally do. We will plug something into it and suck some of that juice out of there. So let's unplug it here for now. I will bring over the ever popular power station crippler. That guy plugged in. And we will turn the AC on, just like that. So we're good to go. AC's on, DC's on. And then we will put that to high. So right out the gate, I can hear the fans. The fans on this is fairly noisy. Yeah, 63 to 65 decibels. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and let this thing run. We'll suck this bad boy down, and we'll go ahead and charge it up you know, from down around 0. I only have one other power station that can run this fan. So we've got 0.2 hours left with our 33%. It's in eco mode. On the app is where you can take it out of that. All right, let's try something here. So we've got 1400 watts here. Now this guy, this grinder, I know is roughly 600. So let's see if that'll shut it down. That's not too shabby. So it ran it up at 1900 plus. You know, it is only an 1800 watt, but it does have the higher surge. So it ran, you know, close to 2000. So it's better than a stated advertisement. Ran it, you know, for a few seconds there. I don't know if I'd have just stayed on it, how long it would go, or if it would want to turn off at that point. But not too shabby. Get rid of that. All right, so we're down to the 0.1 hours. We're at 16%. We'll let it go to about 10%, and then we'll fire back up. All right, so while we're waiting for it to drain down, I have another power station back here turned on. So we'll plug that in. This is using the 12-volt style cigarette lighter. So this blue arc here is showing us that it is charging, and we're getting 102 watts. Which is about the norm for these 12-volt accessory plugs. Okay, so we're down to 5%. So what we're going to do is we're going to kill the AC on this right now, unplug it. Fans are still going. All right, let's plug our AC back in. We'll go ahead and leave that DC on, just because. Actually, you know what? Let's take that off so we get a true, accurate reading. We'll plug in our AC power right there. You hear it click, kicking in. So now we're ramping all the way up. So my guess was correct. So as it gets up more that 50%, it starts dropping. So there we are. We're at 1024, 1027. So what we'll do, we'll go in the app right here. You can hit charging mode, and then you can hit turbo. Okay, that should run us up. So now we've run it up to 1458. I'll go ahead and put it back to standard. Okay. It also has a silent mode. Let's see what that does. Do silent. Okay. My guess is it will bring it way down, which it did. Oh, so that's what it did. It turned it way down, like 265 watts, and it also killed the fans. So that's an heck of a good feature right there, especially if this is going to be in an environment where it needs to charge, but it doesn't need to charge at a ridiculous rate of speed. But you also need it to be quiet, like you're sleeping or whatever the case may be. Now that we've established our 1040 here, let's go ahead and plug this in and see if we can do pass-through as well. See if we'll be able to pick up another 100, or will it not like it? Okay, it didn't take a whole 100. It didn't pick up a whole 100. It took us up to 1089, back down to 1040. So really, it only added about 45 watts. All right, so the next thing we'll test is we will go ahead and unplug our AC once again. While we're here, let's test out our solar. I basically just have a Renogy 200 watt large solar panel off to the side, just randomly pointed. I don't expect that I'll get maximum out of it, but there it goes. It immediately started grabbing power, 151. So not too shabby, actually. I mean, I could probably tinker with it and maybe get a little bit more, but I'll take 157 for just throwing it out there. Retest that theory. We'll plug this back in and see if it maxes out at 1090. like it did before. And it does. So that's its maximum amount of charge that it can take in. I mean, there you have it, guys. The Bluetti AC180 power station is a fantastic option if you're looking for reliable portable power with solid build, easy to use features, and plenty of output ports. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast, a camper, or just someone who needs a power backup solution like this guy, this could be exactly what you need. The ability to charge it both through the AC outlets and your car, or even with solar panels, makes it super versatile. There you have it, guys. It is on sale right now for $499. Unheard of, you know. I mean, not unheard of, but that's just an amazing price for 1,152 watt hours. You can't beat it. I'm going to put a link down below for you, and I can tell you right now, you will not go wrong with this brand. And if I didn't have as many power stations as I do, I would buy this one. No problem. No questions asked. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, you know, all the YouTubey stuff. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. And if you set on notifications, you'll catch all the review videos that we do all the time. Thanks, guys. See ya.